Today, I'm going to tell you why now is the best time to start your YouTube channel, or if you are already on YouTube, why it is the best time to keep posting constantly. So just a couple years ago, Elon Musk brought Twitter and changed the name to X. Now, with this buy, he wasn't just content with taking over Twitter. He was hell-bent on not only improving it, but being a competitor to TikTok and YouTube. Now, with recent news of Elon Musk trying to get YouTube creators to come to Twitter because he doesn't censor anything. This is my X account if you guys never seen X before. YouTube seems to have fixed this algorithm and is becoming a small YouTuber friendly platform. Now, think about YouTube before it didn't have any competitors. It could ban us in our accounts for small things such as copyrighted music infringements. It could tell us what we could say, words such as unalive was created instead of to keep us from being demonetized. It could even tell us not to talk about the jab in 2020. But now with an open-minded competitor like Elon Musk, YouTube have to buckle down to these changing times and to their competitor if they don't want to lose the creators. Now I know this sounds crazy because it's all so new. However, I do believe 3 to 5 years from now, X will be a competitor to YouTube. And we know in January, TikTok may no longer be in America at all. So with that being said, why would this be a time to start creating on YouTube? It's simple. It's because they have a competitor now. It's also a great time to start creating on X. Me, myself, I create more on X than I do YouTube just because I like the hassle-free, headache-free, uncensored version of X. Most things you post on X, you will not get banned for. Another thing I like about X, the payment is every 2 weeks on X and not every month. And it seems like if you get into the X algorithm, the payments can be pretty handsome. I've seen payments as much as $20,000 in 1 month. And I also seen some pretty decent payments around $3,000 in 1 month. With X changing the game, now is the time for us to create YouTube videos also. Because if I'm aware of it, trust me, YouTube is also aware of it. Now, why wouldn't I promote X over YouTube? Because honestly, no matter which way you go, you probably get around the same result. But YouTube's already got the blueprint. So instead of focusing on a new thing, I think you should focus on what you already have. But furthermore, create an X account because we know what can happen with these accounts. I also think you should create a Rumble and everything else, a Kick, a Stream, anything that could benefit you and your goals. Do it. Don't show loyalty to one brand or one account because, like I said, a lot of people get banned from these accounts every day. But it's something about YouTube that's changing. And you can see it in your algorithm if you have been posting. And you can see it in the community, starting with people like Dodash. Dodash was a creator on YouTube for about the last 4 years now. However, her content just started picking up traction within the last month or two. I'm sure most of you guys heard the story about Dodash. Dodash is a woman YouTube creator who door dashes, and like many of us Americans struggle with making ends meet. DoorDash DoorDash, I said DoorDash, usually is used to not seeing much, if anything, from her YouTube creation. But just this couple last months, she went from not seeing much to any profit to getting paid $7,000 in 1 month, which for most normal Americans like myself and DoorDash, that's a substantial amount of money to relieve anxiety from bills. I don't think this was just a coincidence. Although her content is great, I think DoorDash was an example of what's to come on YouTube. Because if you think YouTube's just going to sit back and let Elon Musk take all of its creators because he has uncensorship, well, you don't know business. Business, like sports, is very competitive. And if YouTube was holding on money, think about how much money they have to let go to new creators, small creators, and creators that they owed money to. With that being said, guys, I really believe now is the time for us to start back creating on YouTube. And you don't have to do anything out of your nature. Keep creating the content you create. Just be consistent. For example, I usually only post on YouTube once every couple months. This is the first time in my history of being on YouTube I post back-to-back videos in consecutive days. Because what I'm telling you, I believe is true. Just make sure you use good titles. The SRO is very important on YouTube as far as the way you title things and structure it. And everything else should take care of itself. But nonetheless, things are starting to change and it's looking like the future is here. And what's the future? Us working 20-hour work weeks and us working 20-hour work weeks on social media and combining that money together, because most people do not want to work 40 hours for the same employer anymore. We just don't have the wherewithal anymore. Our bodies, minds, and souls are tired for working for other people. So you're going to see a shift, and I want you guys to be part of that shift. I want to be part of that shift. That's why I'm relocating to Thailand to get some great content, and then I may relocate to Vietnam to get even more great content, because I also notice just being in different locations could favor you in the algorithm. So I could do day-to-day life in America and I won't be favored in the algorithm. But if I do that same day-to-day life or this same stream in Thailand, I may be favored more. I'm willing to take the risk. Are you? So let's start creating on YouTube, guys. But also be mindful. X will be YouTube's #1 competitor in the future. What a time to be alive. We have an election next week. We have social media. Basically, if you think about it, social media accounts are pretty much trying to appease to us so we could pick which ones we want to be between X or YouTube. So it's a great time to be alive. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Shout out to all the new subscribers. I'm making back-to-back videos for the first time ever, because I think now is the time for us creators to make some noise. Like, share, subscribe, and comment if you agree. If you disagree, also let me know. But thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. See you in the next video. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be pushing out videos a lot more often. So if you're interested in any of my content or anything I may be doing in the future, feel free to join the community. And thanks for everybody who's been here from day one. All right, see you guys in the next video. Zach Ventures out.